So yes, we have our next speaker. He's actually in the house. I'm going to bring him up here, Mr. Ross Brand.
Tim, great to see you. And what an awesome intro by your guest, let alone that great intro by you. I mean, how awesome is that? I feel like a superstar here. Not worthy.
Isn't it funny, Ross, how many of us have our own heroes, and you're ours?
Well, I'd say aim a little higher, but hey, I'll take it.
So you got PowerPoint in there? Let me pop it up for you, buddy.
Yeah, so as we planned, I'm going to talk a little bit about the new features in Streamyard, but also Amazon Live is now available for influencers. So I'll talk a little bit about how to get that, how to use that with Streamyard, because natively you can only go live from the phone with that. So basically, when I walk through how to set that up, that'll be something that it's just easier if you wanted to go live on Facebook than Amazon Live. So if you can follow along with what I'm showing and it's not that complicated, then it's pretty much a demo for anybody who wants a first shot or a review on how to go live with StreamYard.
Well, cool. Well, I'm going to set the clock. You're set to go, my friend, Mr. Ross Brand.
All right. Thank you so much, Tim. We're going to talk today, as I mentioned, about StreamYard. I'll give you a brief introduction. We're going to hit on some of the new features. StreamYard's been rolling out new features, and I'm not even going to go over all of them, just the big ones over the last several weeks. And also, Amazon Live is here. I've gone live twice. It rolled out on Wednesday, and I'm going to share some of my experience with that and how you can get on Amazon Live and how you can connect using StreamYard. And again, that part where I talk about how you can connect using StreamYard is useful even if you want to go live using StreamYard on Facebook or YouTube or the other platforms that you can stream to with StreamYard. So, StreamYard is governed by the 3 pillars. It's a browser-based app or tool that you use to live stream. It's cloud-based, and you don't have to download anything. You don't need to download software. Basically, it's a live streaming studio within your browser that's easy to use. It's very stable, and it's professional looking, and you can use it just by itself to put together a great broadcast, but you can also use it in combination with other tools, other software, and hardware as well. Those are the co-founders, Gage Vandentop and Dan Briggs. And full disclosure, I work with StreamYard. I'm the host of the StreamYard show called StreamYard Connect on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. So, Forbes had some nice things to say about StreamYard recently, and it goes along with what I was saying here. Talked about the layout being very visually appealing. It easily allows you to switch views, bring on guests, and incorporate your slides in a way that keeps you at the center of attention. So, with StreamYard, there is native integration with 5 of the major social media live streaming apps. You can go live to Facebook, you can go live to LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live, Periscope, which gets you on Twitter, and you can go live to a Twitch channel. If that isn't enough, any channel that can accept a custom RTMP, which is basically taking a stream key and plugging it into StreamYard. You get the stream key from the destination. You may also need an RTMP URL. It's actually very easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that in case you want to go live on Amazon Live, but you can use that for any platform that doesn't have the direct integration. We have multi-streaming, so if you're on the basic plan, you can go live to any 2 destinations, and if you're on the pro plan, it was 5, but now you can go live on the pro plan to 8 destinations. So it's any combination of the above. You could go live if you have 8 Facebook pages to 8 Facebook pages. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but that is one way. You can use RTMP for those destinations. And the only one you can't go to multiple accounts on at the same time is LinkedIn. If you try to go to like your profile and your page, LinkedIn will block you. But the other ones, you can go to multiple channels, multiple accounts, up to 8 destinations on the Pro plan, 2 destinations on the basic plan. So one of the new features that is just amazing is you can now have 10 people on screen at one time. This is a screenshot from the back end. You can see Tim Gillette was hanging out with us as we were testing this new feature and eventually made it happen and got up to 10 people on screen. You can see me 2 or 3 times in there. So it's really not people, it's video feeds, right? We think of it as a host and 9 guests make up the 10 people, but you could actually bring in a camera from another camera angle, for example, in another browser. You just bring it in and that could be a second video feed. So it's 10 video feeds. The amazing thing is the quality doesn't diminish at all. And that was fun. Some people like this layout better when you have 10. You can change layouts. You can change shots with StreamYard, and you can find the look that's right for you. You have different styles of putting text on. So this is the minimalist style, and this is the classic style. StreamYard also, in the last month, added mobile hosting. So you can now go live from your mobile phone. It's available for iOS and Android. And so you can go live from your mobile phone, and you can go live from an Android or iPad. So you can use a tablet or a mobile phone. Now, just to be clear, it's not an app. You're going live in your mobile device's native browser. So if you're using Android, you're using the native Android browser. If you're in iOS, you're using Safari. But then you just go to StreamYard.com and you set up a broadcast. If you're used to using it on laptop or desktop, it's basically the same process to set up your broadcast. And the interface is basically the same as well. There's a few little changes. There's a couple things, like if you want to change shots, you have to go into a menu. But it's amazing how this is laid out in a very organized way and how you're able to get all this information into a small screen and not overload yourself as the host. So the beauty of it is you can basically set up a broadcast that looks like what your broadcast would look like if you went live from a desktop or a laptop. So when you're on the road, you can brand your broadcast and have it look the same pretty much. The only thing I think is not available is screen share on the mobile. And I don't know if that's something that's coming or not. But generally, when I went live from my home studio, I would go live with StreamYard. But if I went live while I was on the go, I would use some other app from my phone. Well, now I can have a broadcast that looks just like this when I'm on the go, when I'm at events, when I'm doing remotes and things like that. So it's a pretty cool addition. The other thing you can do in StreamYard now is you can rearrange banners. So banners are the text that you put across the bottom. Tim right now has a scrolling text banner going across the bottom. There's also just static text banners that you can put across the bottom of your screen. People use them for calls to action or to identify what the topic is, tell a little more information about the guest or a website they want to send people to, their social media, all different types of uses. It used to be if you ordered your banners a certain way and wanted to change it, you'd then have to go back in and, delete the ones and then redo it. Now you can just, if you're on mobile, put your finger on that little three-dot menu there and slide it up. And if you're on desktop or laptop, you just click and drag, and you can reorder those. And you can save those as brands. So there's brands that you can save. So if you have multiple shows, your banners from your last show of show A will come up in the same order, and then you can rearrange, redo them, but you have that to start with. You don't have to start from scratch. And then for your show B, you can have a different set of banners and graphics and different assets that you use in that broadcast. You can also edit guest names. You can also edit your own name in the studio. So if you have a standard that you want people to follow and they come in as a guest and they don't follow that, you can go in and edit their guest name. The other thing is you can also, if they make a mistake, a misspelling, a guest may not know or maybe nervous about going out and changing it and all that, you can just go right in, just go to their little video window, and you can make that change by clicking on that little menu there, and it comes up. You can edit the name. You can also change your own. In this case, the example I'm using, my own. Of course, I wouldn't be editing my own name if I got it right, but I might be changing my avatar that I would use if I was in audio-only mode, and then you can use it to stop your mic or your camera as well. So, Amazon Live, it rolled out for influencers on Wednesday, and I used it to go live on Thursday and Friday, and it's a really cool experience. You can talk about your favorite products and services that are sold on Amazon, and people can come watch, and they can click to buy. There's a carousel that goes underneath the video window, so you load that up with the products that you're going to talk about, and people can click on that and buy those products while you're live or after you're live, and you can get commission for that. And the video is archived on your shop page. So if you're Amazon influencer, you have a shop page, and the video will be archived there, and it's archived at the bottom with the product carousel next to it. So the products that you featured in that broadcast will be next to that video, and then you can click on, I have it circled there, it says view all my past live streams, and so the latest one will come up in like a player at the top. It'll say Amazon Live, and then below that player you'll see all the past live streams. Okay, so how do you become eligible for Amazon Live? This is how it works as best as I can tell in studying it since Wednesday. First, you have to join the Amazon Associates program. I know a lot of people are probably already members of that, but that's your basic program that people use for sharing affiliate links, Amazon links in blog posts and other places where it's appropriate. And people click on that link, and if they buy that product or they buy another product while they're browsing on Amazon during a certain time period, you get a commission. The next step up is the Amazon Influencer Program. Now, you can apply for the Influencer Program, and you can get a quick determination whether you're qualified or not. In order to have Amazon Live, you do have to get into the Influencer Program. And you can apply quickly to see if you would qualify. I think you still have to fill out an application beyond that, but you can apply with YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, with YouTube and Twitter, you get feedback right away. They'll tell you right away you were accepted, you were declined. With Facebook and Instagram, it could take up to 5 days. Don't make the mistake I did. Apply with your bigger account. Okay, so when I applied a year or so ago, I did not have as many followers on my YouTube channel. I still don't have a big YouTube channel, and I was declined. I don't know why I chose to do that, but then I came back and I applied with my Twitter, where I have a much bigger following, and I was accepted. So think about which account is most likely to get you accepted. It's based on your follower count, but it's also based on engagement and activity and some other metrics. Okay, so once you get accepted into the influencer program, then you can set up your storefront as I had shown here. So you get to set up a storefront, and you can feature products and services. This top area is called Found on Amazon. A lot of people don't use it, but I think it's kind of cool. I take some photos of my gear and stuff, and I put it up there. And then below that, you can set up lists. So if you're a live streamer, for example, you can have my live stream setup. I have a list for beginners. I have a list for mobile streaming and some different other things. I also have a list of books by people that I've interviewed on my live stream show. So people could take a look at that if they're interested. Maybe they want to buy a book and get a commission for that. Okay, so let's move back to here. So let's say you're in the associates program. You want to get Amazon Live. You apply for the influencer program. And once you get that, you set up your storefront, your shop page, the page that I just showed, and then you can apply for Amazon Live. I think it's it looks like it's pretty much a given once you get the influencer status, but you do have to put all your information in. You have to provide, your tax ID, your social security number. You have to link it to a bank account. The program's called on-site commissions, and I have to learn more about it, but for whatever reason, it's a different code for that than it is for your influencer / associates program. So understand that there's an application process for doing that, but it brings with it additional ways to earn commissions. Okay, so now you've got Amazon Live. You're ready to go live. First thing you have to do, actually, you'll do this, I believe, to apply for Amazon Live. You'll want to download the app on your phone. It's called the Amazon Live Creator app. This is only available on iPhone. It's not available for tablets. It's not available on Android right now. It's only available on iOS on the phone. Although I do believe you can use it from an iPad. It just isn't optimized for that. So you download it, you apply. Once you're accepted, then you just hit that button at the bottom of your phone in the app, and that's how you go live. So you'll click that, and that's the second image up there, and then you get the third image. It asks you to upload a thumbnail, just like you would for YouTube video. Then you have to add at least one product. You don't go live on Amazon for any reason other than to promote Amazon products if you want to stay in the good graces of Amazon. So if you're not going on to promote at least one product, you can't actually go live without adding at least one product. And you can add multiple products, and then, as I mentioned, it'll form that product carousel that you can use. You'll add a title. You can schedule it by adding a start time. What's really important here is you can go live from the mobile phone, from the mobile app, but Amazon does encourage you to use an encoder, which lets you then use any camera you want. You don't have to use your phone camera and any software that you want. So in order to go live from a laptop, from a computer, I use Streamyard as my encoder. So because Streamyard is custom RTMP, I was able to click that and enter in to this screen where I get the choice. As you see on the left, there's a choice of your phone camera or external camera. When you choose external camera, you press on get URL and stream key. I just copy it. There's a whole bunch of information in addition. I literally just click to copy it on my phone. I paste it into an email and send the email to myself. Open up the email on my desktop, and then I add that information to StreamYard so I can connect to the app and connect to Amazon Live from StreamYard. So once I've opened StreamYard, the default is the broadcast page. The first thing you want to do to add Amazon Live or any other custom RTMP or any destination you haven't set up already is to go to the Destinations tab on the left side and then click Add a Destination. Once you do that, you get your choice of destinations, and for Amazon Live, you would select Custom RTMP. After you do that, you'll come to this page that will give you the option of entering in the RTMP server URL. It looks sort of like a URL for a website, but it'll start with RTMP. And you enter that in the first space. Then the second space, you enter the stream key that you got from Amazon. and then you give it a nickname just so you remember. I called it Amazon Live. And the best I can tell, it's a persistent key, so you don't have to re-enter this every time you want to go live on Amazon. And you click Add RTMP Server at the bottom, and that's how you add a custom RTMP destination. And again, this works for any custom RTMP destination. Adding Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn or Periscope or Twitch is much easier. You just click and verify your account. But that is the process for custom RTMP. So after you've added that, then you go back to the main broadcast page, you click create a broadcast, and then you click your destination that you want to stream to. In this case, because I gave it the nickname Amazon Live, it'll show the logo for custom RTMP, and you'll see it'll have a big letter A, and that's for the Amazon Live. So I'll know to click that. If that makes sense. There's also I could choose from among my Facebook and Twitch and Twitter and other destinations as well, but that's how I would add Amazon. Okay, so now when it comes to going live, the first thing you want to do is you want to set up your broadcast in Streamyard. You choose your camera, you choose your microphone, you add whatever overlays you might want to use, if you want to use overlays or any text that you're going to put on the screen, anything you want to do. If you have a guest, you'll bring them in. So you get your whole broadcast set up within StreamYard. You hit the Go Live button in StreamYard when you're ready to go live. Then you go over to the mobile app, and that should be connected. StreamYard should be connected. I believe you see something that indicates a connection, but I'm not positive. But I think you wait and it will tell you that it's connected, right? Once you get that information that it's connected, then you hit the Amazon Live. You hit the Go Live button in the Amazon app, if that makes sense. So first you go live in StreamYard so that StreamYard can connect to the iOS app for Amazon Live. Once that connection is made, then you go live from the phone by hitting whatever the Go Live button is, and that's it. Then you're really live for real. So far as I can tell, the only place to monitor your comments is on your phone. So do remember to check your comments every so often. A few things to keep in mind for Amazon Live. They want you to go live at least 30 minutes per broadcast, and your ability to move up levels within the influencer program is based on how long you stream for, how much engagement you have. I've already hit the number of minutes to apply for the next round, but I don't know that I've had the engagement. I still want to work on, going live several more times with Amazon Live before I apply, because if you apply for the next level and you get declined, then you have to wait 30 days. So think about going live at least 30 minutes. They recommend over 60 minutes. 60 minutes is an awful long time. I can tell you from yesterday. I think I went live for about 71 minutes. It's an awful long time to just sit there by yourself and talk about products. So they recommend a half an hour. They encourage you to engage with your chat. So every so often, take a look at your phone. Answer questions and connect with people, let them know, thank them for watching, that kind of thing. The other thing I would say is you probably want to avoid sending people off the platform. Amazon seems to be insisting that this is here to sell products on Amazon. You're really shilling for Amazon when you're on there. Obviously, you're being honest in that you're choosing products that you like and that people who trust you will enjoy using, most likely. I talked only about products that I use or would recommend to people that I'm very familiar with. But you don't necessarily want, maybe if you're a big vendor or somebody like that, you can get away with it, right? But as a solo influencer, you don't want to be sending people to your social media. You don't want to be sending them to a website. You don't want to be promoting another product or service that isn't being sold on Amazon, because you want to stay within the terms of service and within the guidelines that are recommended. But overall, it was a fun experience. I definitely recommend it if you're an Amazon affiliate or want to become one, and go ahead and apply for influencer status. Once you get that, I think it's pretty much given that you're going to get to the next level to be able to live stream. I'm Ross Brand from livestreamuniverse.com, and you can also find me on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/in/Ross Brand, and on Twitter, twitter.com/iRossBrand, @iRossBrand. Feel free to DM me on Twitter, or if you're already connected with me, just get in touch with me however you normally would. And if Tim's available, come on back on. And, I did not have the comments open, so if there are questions, I'd be happy to answer those, or whatever the next step is.
We had a lot of good comments about, Amazon being the next QVC.
Yes. You want to know something that's really interesting is there was an article that I saw online, and I wish I remembered the publication. I think it was some retail publication, but it talked about how QVC and Home Shopping Network have had to really scale down their production since COVID-19. And instead of guests coming into the studio and demonstrating their products, they've been doing it from home.
Yeah. And
it turns out that the audience loves it. They love the downscaled production. Basically, these folks are doing what we're doing with live streaming, right? And so who's in better position than people in this community to actually go on Amazon and do something that's really good and really grabs attention? And, I'm not going to say that this is going to make you a lot of money. I mean, I don't have a sale yet, and I've been on for several hours, so... But I think the experience is good, and learning how to sell can help you with selling your own products on your own website when you have opportunities and so forth. I don't think there's much of a downside in giving it a shot and trying.
I probably should get, I connected to Bob Sarcosta when I was in Florida in December. I should probably get him on to talk, because, this guy can teach you how to sell things on TV. That's what he's done his whole life.
Wow,
is sell.
I'd love to see that.
I think he's on HSN. Our Home Shopping Network. Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, well, Ross, man, I appreciate you. You got good information again.
Oh, thanks, Tim. I enjoyed it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, go follow Ross Brand. All right. Check him out. All right. I'm going to boot your slides there, buddy. And appreciate you coming on, bud.
Thanks so much, Tim.